Hey loves, Kim here and I'm back with another video. So today we are building a residential lot which I am going to call Residence HQ. And the reason for that is because this house is completely ideal for anyone who has a little bit of something on the side. And by something, I mean that does some extracurricular activities that other people may not know about. So when I initially built this house, I was thinking this will be perfect for like a secret agent or a spy. But the more I kind of got into it and thought about it, this can also be really good for like a high level criminal or a villain or just anyone that is doing something that they are not putting out there, if that makes sense. So yeah, I really enjoyed this build. The style is super duper modern, super sleek, super open. Like I keep saying super. But yeah, I really love it. I really love how it came out. There's a lot of glass and there's different textures that I use. I use different types of timber. I use concrete. I use a lot of glass, and the main color schemes are natural browns, whites, blacks, and maybe a little bit of gray here and there. And there are slight pops of color, but it's really beautiful on the inside, guys. So here we are on the exterior. I wanted everything to look really boxy, really strong, really angular. And there's certain parts of the buildings that I wanted to push out or have just juxtaposed or juxtapositioned. Whoo, that is a big word. Against the base of the structure. So you will see how everything comes together, and I try to make every space as purposeful and useful as possible, but there is a lot of just empty space, and it makes the place feel really grand. Like when you enter the front door, there's an atrium and there's like these trees and there's like a little art gallery, but let's not get into that quite yet. Let's focus on the structure of this build. So I really enjoyed this. I wanted the main level or the first level when you come in to be split level, and I wanted the lower part to be where the art gallery is, or just where the art displays are, and of course the upper part where there is that foundation to lead into the living spaces that we have throughout the floors. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? I am feeling great. It is early this morning and I am just excited and ready to get this content out to you all. And I hope you all are having a good day and will have a good weekend and a good week next week. So yeah, back into the build. I am just working on the layout, and I'm adding in these stairs so you can access the upper part. On the second floor, we are going to have our kitchen and dining space, and also just some stuff like our pantry and our utility closet. And there's something that I decided to do towards the very end to really maximize how much space we have. So you will see that in just a bit. I'm going into the basement, and in the basement, this is where we will have our underground garage and our lair. So our lair, so we can do whatever we need to do, whether it is for good or for evil. That is for you and your Sims to decide. But here's the space, and I hope you all utilize it well if you should decide to download this from the gallery. So I had a little bit of difficulty getting this space together here. This is kind of like the area that leads into the secret layer, but I think we just leave that alone for a little bit and focus on the upper layer. I was trying to get this area right with the stairs, so your Sims are able to just see as much as the house as possible from whatever room they're in. So from the upstairs area, I knew I wanted there to be this transparent railing, so your Sims can look from the kitchen into the art area or into the atrium and just feel so artsy, feels this level of opulence. Here I am creating a lap pool. I could have went bigger, but I didn't want to go too big because I'm going to place another building behind the pool. So pretty much it's the main house pool, and then kind of like a separate suite behind the pool. So I really like how that came out. So I used that second building as like more of a master bedroom. Even though there are 2 bedrooms inside of the main house, I just wanted a separate bedroom, and you will see why in just a second. But if you like, you can make this a pool house. Since it's right off the pool, I felt like that was a good alternate way to utilize this space. I really love all of the glass, but I wish that we had the same glass from The Sims 3. If you play The Sims 3, smash that like button and let me know if you agree. So don't you all remember that glass that came with Into the Future? And it was like the glass without frames, so if you put them side by side, you can make the glass as long and as seamless as you like without the frames. I really miss that glass, and hopefully the Sims team will get us some glass like that in the future. But yeah, so in the pool house or the main master bedroom or whatever you want to use that second building for, there's also a second way to get to the secret lair or the headquarters of whatever your Sims are doing. So yeah, we're gonna get into that just a bit. Here I am picking the flooring, and I don't know why, but my game was glitching with a lot of the floors that wasn't on foundation. So it's like every time I would kind of mark out where I wanted the floor to go, the next tile will glitch out, and it gave me so many problems. I mean, I cut out as much as I possibly could so you guys didn't have to suffer through that madness, but it was driving me completely insane. So yeah, I don't know what that glitch was all about. Here I am just setting up the glass and choosing some wallpapers. Like I said, the main colors are like natural woods, whites and blacks. 2 of the bathrooms that I have are mainly black, if I'm not mistaken, and 2 of the bathrooms in this build are white. And I just really like how they came out. Like, both of them just look so clean and so sleek and just so secret agent-y, if that's even a word. So yeah, here I am just kind of closing up everything, because when I expanded the building, I made it wider. A lot of the ceilings and the floors and the walls was disappearing, so I'm just doing a bit of patchwork, making sure that we're all nice, safe, and enclosed, and we're not exposed to the elements. Even though we don't have seasons, hopefully we will. I mean, I'm hearing all the rumors about seasons being worked on and things like that, but until we get it, I am still going to protect my Sims from the elements, okay? So here we are. What are we doing? We keep flip-flopping around. So it looks like I'm adding some flooring to the tops of the buildings, just so they don't have that default concrete, and closing off these areas because with the freezes and the room, I don't even know what you call it, but like right under the roof where you can, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of like add a border to the top of the room. I don't know. It was just turning different areas, different colors, so I had to close that off. And now I'm back in the spy kind of secret entrance, and it pretty much is like a home office, but there's a secret bookcase, and once you open that, you can access the lower levels to the spy lair. So yeah, here I am just picking some wallpapers that is going to add a little bit of texture. Even though I love the concrete, I just wanted to break it up a bit. And now we are just placing some items into our kitchen so we can really get a feel for the space. I was going to make this like a living room space as well, but I don't know, I chose not to. I felt like the large area below with all of the artwork was large enough if you wanted to add some furniture to make into your living room. And if this person is a spy or even a criminal villain, they probably don't spend too much time at home. This is just mainly a place for them to sleep and regroup and then get back out into the field. So yeah, I'm using the cabinets from the Cool Kitchen Stuff pack, and if I'm not mistaken, the refrigerator is also from that pack. And I just used this black and white scheme, and I really like it. It just makes the space feel a lot cleaner and in a way bigger, even though this is already a huge space. I just feel like keeping it the strict black and white color just really works well in this space. This area towards the back of the kitchen is our pantry, and on the other side of our upper area, or our floor number 2, is where we're going to have our formal dining. And I'm just adding in some windows so your Sims can get a nice view. And it's crazy, I feel like in a lot of like spy or espionage movies and games that I played, that even though the person typically is a single Sim who lives alone, they usually have all of this extra furniture. So whether they're like socialites or maybe they just don't want to break a set, they seem to have a lot more furniture and a lot more space than they actually need. So I wanted to convey that here. If you wanted just a modern family to be here, that's fine as well. So there's plenty of space. And if you want more rooms, you are more than welcome to continue to build. But yeah, here I am in one of the bedrooms, just choosing the bed. And I think I do leave this bed green, if I'm not mistaken, in the end. I was kind of flip-flopping for a little while. And I love these windows here that came with the spa day pack. I feel like it gives just enough light without exposing or letting too many peering eyes into a room. And we are just, it looks like we're just tidying up any missing wallpaper and just really getting a idea of how we want our rooms laid out. This is the study or the home office, which leads into the spy layer, as you can see here. And I love those false bookshelf doors. I've never really had a reason to use them before, but I'm so glad I got to use them now. This is one of our other bedrooms, and I'm sorry we keep jumping around. Now we are in our spy layer. Just okay, focus. So we are in the bedroom. This bedroom is pretty small compared to the rest of the house, but like I said, typically spies and secret agents, they really don't spend a lot of time at home, so I really don't foresee them having these large bedrooms with no one in them. So I'm just adding in a bit of artwork. Both of those 3-panel pieces in both rooms came from City Living, and I love them, love them, love them. And I'm adding a wall-mounted television in one of the rooms with the bathroom with its own ensuite. It's slightly bigger, so I was able to add a TV, and I left those little lights on the side that I believe came with Dine Out. And I'm just trying to warm up the room a bit with some rugs because most of the floors are either tile or concrete. They're not really warm on the feet, so a little bit of coverage with a rug goes a long way. And I'm trying to pick the flooring in our office here, and as well as the secret layer down below. So yeah, I just really like watching my Sims go through the little stairwells and stairways to get to their destinations. It's so cool how you think it's one thing and then you go downstairs and it's just completely different. And here we are in the underground garage. Now, you might be thinking, how would a car get from above ground to underground? So if you notice on the parking pad upstairs, there's like this rectangle that's etched out. That, in my mind, of course, it won't really work like this, but in my mind, that is the space where you need to place your vehicle, and it goes down into the ground, and you'll see that empty rectangular room in front of us. It'll go down into the ground, and then the garage door will open, and you have 3 parking spaces. So that's why I have the 1, 2, and the 3 laid out as designated spaces to park your car. And oh my gosh, if this could really happen like this will be so cool. And that way your Sims will be able to store more cars than what people can keep up with. and it'll come in handy, especially if you're like a criminal or a villain and you need to make a quick switch with a vehicle with a different license plate, with a different make and model. Like, that would be so freaking cool. But yeah. Anyway, this is downstairs, and this is like our headquarters area. And your Sims can really get comfortable down here. There's a little kitchenette and a bathroom, so your Sims don't have to constantly run back upstairs to go to the bathroom. And I added in that satellite that came with Get to Work on the side of the building, because I would think that maybe they need better internet, or maybe there's some sort of conspiracy theorist and they're trying to contact with like extraterrestrial life and things like that. Like, just the possibilities are endless for what your Sims could use this house and this space in particular for. So if you do decide to download this, leave me a comment and let me know what your Sims do for a living and why did they get this house, why are they living in this space, and how do they utilize all of its features to the best of their abilities. That would be very exciting to know about. So yeah, I'm just adding in some lights to really brighten up the place, and a little bit later on I add one more extra piece down in this headquarters or lair or whatever you want to call it, because when I think of headquarters I think of like the good fight for the good, you know what I mean? Like spies, espionage, agents that are looking out for the well-being and the welfare of people. And then when I think of a lair, I think of something like evil, like, oh, I'm in it for me, like a supervillain or a criminal, or so that's why I keep saying headquarters or lair. It just really depends on what type of Sims you have and what you really want to do with this space. But anyway, here I am just adding in a little bit of a strip light in that bathroom, and I'm just tying in some details here. This is our office that leads into the lair, and now we're back into the lair. Again, I so apologize for all of the flip-flopping. I was just getting ideas and just, I don't know, I just wanted to do it all. I wanted to do it all. So what? I wanted to do it all. Here I am in like our gallery area. I put a chess table because I felt like if your Sims wanted to be some sort of secret spy or even a villain, like they really had to get up their logic skills. So I really wanted to have things in here that helps them to think and help them to analyze, and just stuff they can work on at home. I'm adding in some artwork now. I love the pieces from Cats and Dogs, and with the lighthouse on the far side, I sized that up. But I love all the art here. I try to use as many different pieces as possible without making the without making the place feel super duper cluttered. So here I am in the second building. I am adding in some things like yoga mats and meditation tables and some workout equipment, because if your Sim is going to be a secret agent, they need to be in tip-top shape. So this way they don't have to leave their home if they don't need to and go to a gym, because they have all of the state-of-the-art equipment here. There is a punching bag which came with spa day, if I'm not mistaken, and I think the other workout equipment came with spa day as well. I just really love the wood that is wrapped around in. It looks very, very gorgeous, actually. Really stylish indeed. But yeah, there's a boxing mat so your Sims can work on their hand-to-hand combat. And there's a treadmill and a weightlifting machine so your Sims can really keep up with their fitness. And here I decided to use the second kind of secret door bookshelf in the other building here. That way your Sims don't have to go all the way to the home office to access the secret layer. They can do it from whichever building that they are in. Just make sure you lock it if you plan to have guests over, okay? You don't need them seeing all your business down in the basement. So here I am just furnishing the master bedroom or the bedroom in the separate house, however you plan to use it. And I added in another little square here, and this is going to be our laundry room. Not really big, but big enough to get the job done. Here I am just adding in more artwork. I really love these large pieces that came with City Living. I just feel like they're very modern and very artsy and very, very appropriate for this house here. And now I am adding in, I'm not even sure what it's called. I guess it's more of like a compass or something that came with the Get to Work pack. And I love these chess pieces that came with the Perfect Patio pack. If I'm not mistaken, it's the one with the hot tub. Really, really love them. And I really wanted to play on the chess table on the inside and the logic scale and just kind of have a little bit of a chessboard in that outdoor area. I just wish we had more pieces, you know. I really wish we had more pieces. But anyways, here I am going into the dine out pack just to put a little bit of items into the pantry. And now I'm just fixing up our laundry room. Like I said, it's not the biggest in the world, but it's big enough to get the job done. And I'm adding in some other items like a broom and the ironing board just for a little bit of decoration. I love these little single hanging bulbs that came with the Laundry Day pack, and I utilized them to light the way into one of the entrances of our secret lair. And now I'm just making this bedroom in the second building a little bit more cozy, adding in a chair so your Sims can actually sit down and watch TV and not have to stand, and just adding in a mirror behind that drawer, and just really sprucing up the place pretty much. And I end up utilizing that upper area, nothing too major, just a place where your Sims can sit down, but you'll see that towards the end of the video. Now I am, let's see, what are we doing? Now it appears that I'm working on the bathroom in the separate building. And since I didn't have a whole lot of space, I did the combination bath and shower. But it is spacious enough for your Sims to take care of all of their needs, whether it's bathing, brushing their teeth, using the bathroom. So that space works out well. And now I'm just choosing what floor I want to be on the inside of my gym. But like I said, if you don't have the most athletically inclined Sim, or you don't want to use this as a home gym, you're more than welcome to turn this into a pool house. It has more than enough space to accommodate those needs. And now I'm just trying to make that bookshelf look a little less obvious, or a little less stand-outish, if that's even a word, by adding in some plants. And I'm adding in those little bamboo mats from Spa Day. Here I am back in the secret lair. I decided to add a couple more TVs around. In my mind, these are either like surveillance TVs or TVs with kind of like a feed showing different parts of the world, which I thought was super cool. And now I'm adding in a whole bunch of security cameras around the place, because I do add some more TVs into our office, and that in my mind is strictly for surveillance. So yeah, I had so much fun doing this build. It had its challenges, but I really enjoy how everything came out. I knew that I wanted to do something super sleek, super modern, and I really wanted to kind of highlight the spy career, because I don't see a lot of people playing around with that career. Actually, one of my Sims in my other saved games is a spy, but I haven't played with that family in so long. I really need to get back to that, you know? I really do. Here I am deciding on what gate I want to use for the, I guess, the car pad, if you will, or the driveway. And I end up going with a glass gate. You'll see it in just a moment. And my main concern was making that look more of like a driveway gate, where it's bigger and it's wider. So yeah, we worked that out. And I love the way it comes out. Of course, we don't have working cars, but if we did, this would be a nice space to lock it up just before you drop it down below in your secret garage. Oh man, I wish that was an actual thing. Here I am just in the backyard, just really adding a couple of details, and I'm adding some more windows in our living space on the second level. And I love adding these little clocks, and in my mind these are like different times of the world's capitals, so like Paris, New York, Milan. I'm so silly. Now I'm adding these, I guess you can call them walls. Well, they are technically walls, but I don't know architecturally what you would call it. But I just wanted a little bit more detail and a little bit more texture on this building. So I'm also adding heaps and heaps of bookshelves. Ooh, excuse me. And these bookshelves came with base game, and I just really wanted that concrete part to have texture. I don't know, I just felt like looking at this from a distance, it was feeling a little flat, and I really just wanted to amp up the texture and make it more appealing and things like that. So this is the last piece I was telling you all about earlier that I was adding into the lair or the headquarters, and I'm adding some mannequins from the Get to Work pack, and I dressed them up in the end in like different spy outfits, and they're all dressed in black with black mannequins, so it's really, really sleek. And I put 2 male and 2 female mannequins down there, just to show the possibilities. If you have a single sim, you could put whatever gender that they are and dress it up how you like, but I just wanted to show the possibilities, if you had a male sim or a female sim, what their outfits would and could look like. So yeah, I decided to utilize the upper space. So now technically there is a 3rd floor that you can access, and up there is going to be a the observation telescope, like the big telescope, and also there's like a urban garden almost, where there's planters, and I put a art easel up there just in case your sim feels so inspired by this space they can express it through their art. So yeah guys, I had so much fun with this build, and I hope you all enjoy it. Leave me a like if you are going to download this, and leave me a comment and tell me what are your plans for a building like this. Let me know. I'm really interested. Don't forget to download this from the gallery. The link is down below. Also, be sure to follow me on my social medias. I am on Instagram, and my handle is Simply-Nisey, and Twitter, my handle is Simply-NiseyYT. And I'm going to hop into the screenshots right now. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you all thoroughly enjoy watching this as much as I enjoyed building this, and I'm just so grateful for everything. Thank you for watching, and I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm going to hop off now. I hope you all have a good day, good weekend, good week. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on my social medias, and download this lot for the gallery from the gallery. So, all right, guys, have a good one. Bye.